Alright everybody, now, since we know today is December 1st, 2014, our first day of December, but anyway, now I'm going to be doing more episodes of Jack Talks, in which this time I'm going to be reviewing Christmas movies. I'll be reviewing quite a few Christmas movies. So the first Christmas movie I'm going to be reviewing is a Christmas movie. It stars Will Ferrell and James Caan. It was released by New Line Cinema, and it was released back in theaters back on November 7th, 2003, and is none other than my favorite live-action Christmas movie, Elf. And this DVD is a 2004 DVD. I got this for Christmas in 2011. Anyways, you can see his spine. In the back it says, watch the movie first and experience the infinity film, and go beyond the movie with compelling features placing you in control of a unique experience. Yep, this film... Yep, definitely. Indeed. And this is a good movie. Hold on. Yep, the runtime is 95 minutes, an hour and 35 minutes. It's, and this film's rated PG for some rude humor and mild language. Gonna open this DVD up. As you can see, here's disc 1, which has the film in widescreen and some bonus features, and it has Buddy. And here's disc 2, which has the film in full screen, some more bonus features, and it also has Buddy. Okay, I'm gonna start going to reviewing what the film is. It begins in an orphanage where a woman is putting an orphan baby into its crib, and it's Christmas Eve, and then Santa Claus automatically arrives at the orphanage, and the baby sees a teddy bear, and so the baby then climbs out of its crib and goes and climbs into Santa's bag to get the teddy bear, and automatically, it's back at the North Pole. The elves notice that the baby is there, and one of the elves, who's called Papa Elf, decides to take care of the baby. Papa Elf names the baby Buddy, and then 30 years later, Buddy then learns that he's actually a human being, not an elf. So then Papa Elf then tells him that his father lives in New York, and how when he was put up for adoption, his mother put him up for adoption, and how she passed away. Buddy learned that his father lived in New York and was married to somebody. So then, Buddy leaves the North Pole and sets out to find his dad in New York, to try and get to New York. And automatically he travels by foot. As he says, he travels through the candy cane forest and over mountains of snow. And then he finally is able to get to New York. And once he gets there, he goes he checks out all these cool locations. Like, he even goes over to this coffee house, and it said, world's best cup of coffee, eat. And then he goes into the store saying, you did it! Congratulations! World's best cup of coffee. and then he goes to the Empire State Building, where his father, Walter Hobbs, works. Of course, his father doesn't believe that he's his son, so then he's thrown out, and then Buddy goes to Gimbel's, the mall, and he goes over, he checks out, like, a store clerk is, like, from the perfume department is, like, asking if she wants, like, to check out, like, fruit spray to spray on him, but then, like, Buddy takes it, and then he sprays it in his mouth, and he goes, no. And then he sees the escalator, and then he puts his foot on the escalator, and it's dragging, and then his foot are apart, like he's almost going to do a split as he goes up the escalator, and he's on one of the floors. He sees a sign saying for that special someone, but then he realizes the special someone gift is a bra. So then, he finds this, a man takes him to the store, and it's all Christmas themed, and he says, what is this? And the man says, this is the North Pole, and then the argument going down saying, no it's not, yes it is, 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 no it's not, where's the snow? And Buddy meets this woman, which her name is Jovi, and she's just trying to get through the holidays, and like Buddy's saying that the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. And then, but then, like, she says that she doesn't sing, but then Buddy says, oh, I can sing good, like, I'm singing, and I'm in a store, and I'm singing, I'm in a store, and I'm singing, and then the man says, hey, no singing in the North Pole. And he says, yes, there is. Yes, and he says, no, it's not. And he says, yes, there is. We sing all the time. No, it's not. So then Buddy learns that Santa is coming, which is obviously a guy who's an imposter being a Santa, but he thinks it's the real Santa. So then when the mall when Gimbals closes, he hides in there after hours, and all night he works on decorating the store specially for Santa coming. So then, and automatic. But then the next day, the next morning when it's all done, he hears singing. And he goes into the woman's restroom, and then he's Jovi's in the shower. He doesn't see her in the shower, but he hears her in the shower, and she's singing the song, "I really can't stay." Hey, baby, it's cold outside. Automatically, then when Santa come, then later on that morning, when the guy dressed as Santa comes, and Buddy realizes it's not Santa, and then a boy is on there, and he says to the boy, "Hey, don't tell him anything. He's an imposter." And then he says, "You," to the fake Santa, "You are disgusting. How can you even look at yourself? You smell like beef and cheese." And automatically, he rips off the guy's beard, and then the guy destroys him. And then Walter gets a call at his work, and then he sees that Buddy is in jail. So then he bails him out, and then Buddy keeps telling him he's his son, but Walter doesn't believe him. So then he takes Buddy to a doctor. He gets a fingerprint thing, and then the doctor tells him that Buddy is his son. So then he goes home. So then he goes back to Walter's apartment, and he meets his wife Emily, and also meets their son Michael. And they're eating spaghetti for dinner, and he says, "Can you pass the maple syrup?" And then she says, "Maple syrup, but it's spaghetti." And then he takes out maple syrup, and he says, "Us elves like to eat everything candy canes, candy corn." And then he grabs a huge, full, unopened bottle of Coca-Cola. He drinks the entire thing in one sip, causing him to do the longest belch ever. And then when he's done doing the longest belch, he says, "Did you hear that?" So then the next morning, Walter Buddy then is just left alone, and then he goes to Michael's school, and then he's trying to talk to Michael, but Michael is avoiding him, and automatically somebody throws a snowball at Buddy, and he says, "Ah, son of a nutcracker." And then we realize there's these guys pelting him with snowballs, but luckily Buddy and Michael pelt them with snowballs as well. And then Michael says to Buddy, "Where did you say you were from?" And automatically they go to Gimbals and have some fun. And then when they go back to the Christmas store, Buddy asks Jovi out on Thursday. So then Jovi accepts the invitation. So then the next day, Walter takes Buddy to work with him. And then Buddy goes down to the mailroom, and automatically he does this dance, causing everyone to cheer. It's hilarious, obviously. And then Walter and his workers call Miles, somebody named Miles, a popular book writer, since Walter's company is a book write company, and they want to get good ideas. Then Miles finally arrives, and then we learn that Miles is actually a midget. So then, and that happens, and then automatically, Buddy goes out on his date with Jovi. They go ice skating, check out cool Christmas trees, and they even kiss. So then, Buddy then goes back to his dad's work to tell him that he's in love. And automatically, he thinks Miles, because he's a midget, he thinks it's an elf, causing Miles to leave. So then Buddy then decides that he doesn't fit in. So then he sets on his way back to the North Pole. But then automatically, he sees somebody crash in Central Park and realizes it's Santa. And he says his sleigh crashed because there's not enough Christmas spirit. So then Michael and Walter find Buddy, and Michael finds the present they actually want, causing the sleigh to kind of lift up a bit, get some Christmas cheer. So then Michael takes Santa's naughty and nice list and takes it to the center of New York, where all these news reports are talking about somebody crashing, saying a rumor that it is Santa. So then, Michael's saying all the things kids want for Christmas, and automatically Jovi learns that the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. And then Emily and Walter go to the center, and then Jovi starts singing the song "Santa Claus is Coming to Town," and everybody else throughout New York City and the center are singing "Santa Claus is Coming to Town," causing the sleigh to lift up and fly into the air. And automatically, Buddy ends up saving Christmas. He moves in with the family, and Walter writes a story about his adventure, and then Buddy and Jovi get married. They go up to visit the North Pole once in a while, and they have a baby. Okay, hey, that's episode 6 of episode 6 of Jack Talks. Episode 7 will be up next.